Leo, I wasn't sure if I was going to do your reading. I haven't even really done my meditation on your energy or anything, but a friend just messaged me at 3:17. It's August 17. 17 is one of my numbers, my soul family numbers, with the message that cat night begins tonight. And I'll tell you, it's from the Old Farmer's Almanac. And this is for you because you're Leo, you're the cat. And so I'll read you what it says. Tonight, now you'll probably be seeing this after the 17th, but that's okay. It says, tonight, the cat night begins. A rather obscure old Irish legend said that a witch could turn herself into a cat 8 times. But on the 9th time, which is supposedly August 17th, so maybe something happened yesterday, she couldn't regain, or the day before, maybe you'll get this on the 19th, I don't know. She couldn't regain her human form. This bit of folklore also gives us the saying, a cat has 9 lives. So there's something about you coming up to the 9th and final time with something. And I feel like you couldn't turn yourself back into a human form. I'm actually taking that as a really positive thing here because you are Leo, and the cat energy, the strength card in the tarot with the lion, is your highest polarity. Like, it's your highest energy expression in the tarot. So I feel like something has happened. Let me go long story short. Something has happened this week, or maybe even last week, where that's it. You've graduated. You've passed through the threshold. You are now fully embodying the courage, strength, energy. You are fully articulated, I'm hearing, as the feline power that you are, ferocious, also instinctive and intelligent, I'm hearing, intuitive. Okay, you know what you want, I'm getting. And there's something about 8 times, something might have happened. Maybe it's a thought form came back to you, a particular block you were working through. Now the 9th time has probably already passed by the point you're hearing this message, and now you are on another plane with something. Okay, let me clear off the other cards from the other reading I was just doing and get into your energy, because this message came through as quite the surprise, and I feel like that's also part of the message. And this might surprise you, like, wow, I'm never going back to that. I'm never looking at that again. You know, that's just not who I am anymore. I'm not interested in that. There's something here that's really remarkable, really fantastic that you've done. Maybe it's your 9th creation. Look, Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. Ooh, I love it. So let's see. What is this magic that we're talking about for Leo? Full moon magic. Okay, culmination, completion. Full illumination as well about what to do next, or what you're invested in and where you're not invested. This is really powerful. And we're in eclipse season too. So you could really harness the energies around the full moon, the next full moon, to create something for yourself, to actually bring it into form. And maybe you've been trying to do this 8 times. And it doesn't have to be literally you tried, like it could have been a thought in your mind that keeps coming up, like, I want to do this. I wish I did this. I hope I'm doing that, you know? And now it's happening. Full moon. Whoa, this is a super specific message too. I like it when Spirit gives like exact timelines here. And I feel like it is the next full moon where this is all happening. You've already kind of passed this cat's night, okay? But the next full moon is when things really start to kick off around it, okay? Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense here. Let me see the energies that are supporting you, Leo. Let me actually go back to the last reading you had. I just feel guided to see what I wrote down. Light the way. You're a trailblazer. Something about a forged signature. Your guess is as good as mine. There's an owl and a snake motif. Moving stealthily, protecting your energy, taking yourself by surprise and transforming. So that's what you just surpassed, I'm hearing. All of that energy. That's what you were doing before. So let's see the energy supporting you now, Spirit. The Champion, achievement and downfall. I mean, it has both the positive and negative on the card. But since we're looking at what's supporting you, we're going to take achievement. And the Assassin, ruthlessness and conviction. I just had this for Aries, and what I told to Aries, I'll say to you too, because I feel it is also for you, maybe for all the fire signs, that there's a difference between ruthlessness and recklessness. And I feel that is something that you have learned along the way. And your ruthlessness, your conviction, has led you to achievement, to become a champion, for creating something. Magician's sword, you're also very good with your words, even if you feel like you're not. There's something about the energy behind your words that's very magical and powerful, the resonance. You're charismatic when you speak, especially. If there's something you want to say it on a full moon. That will have a bigger impact. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Let's see. I'm also getting as a side message, might not be for everyone. Someone may reach out to you around the full moon or this eclipse season. Someone who's been trying to work up the courage, or they feel like they have a window of opportunity with you now somewhat for some reason. The Miser, stubbornness and inflexibility. Maybe they were being stubborn before, and that now they see a way to get out of that standpoint they were, cementing themselves to. Okay, so this is just a side message. Let's see the energy that it is challenging you, Leo. The Sailor, new influences and wanderlust. Oh, you're going somewhere you didn't anticipate. Even though you're in control of your magic, there's a door opening that you don't see yet, as is always the case. But let's see. So while you have this conviction and this surety, and now you feel like you know where you're going, this is all going to come up if you're not feeling it now. There is still this guidance from Spirit to stay open to new influences, to let Spirit surprise you, to keep that wanderlust for you to go through the door that Spirit presents you, even if you don't recognize it. I'm hearing the Hunter, sure-footedness and predestination. Yeah, because there's something you're focused on. You're like, no, that's what I want. That's the path. That's the person. That's the job. That's the project. That's the title of the film that I'm doing, or whatever, right? Like, you're very certain here with this Magician's sword, confidence in your magic, but Spirit's going to open another door and make a suggestion to you. And this is something that you should explore. Okay. So let's see, Spirit. Let's see what's going on for Leo. Exciting message. Ooh, 3 of Swords for your overall energy. We're going to clarify that. What's going on there? Now's not the time to give up. What is going on? Okay. Well, 3 of Swords as your overall energy, it says pain and grief. 9 lives. Well, when we think about a cat has 9 lives, right? We think about once they've reached the 9th life, like that's it. They're gone after that. That's the end. And maybe that's how you feel. You're transitioning into this cat energy. The cat turns herself, the witch could turn herself into a cat 8 times, but on the 9th, she couldn't regain her human form. And maybe this is making, as a metaphor, this is how you feel. I could always do this, but then go back, or I always had a way out, or I could always get myself through something, but now I can't go back. And that could be causing some pain and grief. But this is actually really good for you. You're not supposed to go back. You can change things, even if you feel like you can't. You can. But I don't think your magic this caliber of magic, this level of magic, should be used to transform things that have already shifted in the way they were supposed to go naturally. You know, this is like someone saying, well, I'm a magician, I'm a witch, I'm a wizard, or I'm just a blessed person, I'm a confident person, and I don't like how something happened, so I'm going to change it now. But Spirit's like, yeah, but you could create something more rather than changing something that already happened. Some of you know you could change things, like in a way that other people can't really understand. But I feel like, I don't know, I just get this feeling like that's not really the best use of your magic. You've already come out as the champion of something. Don't reverse something. Okay, Three of Swords. Tell me more for Leo's energy. Three of Swords. The Sun in reverse. Power in Genesis. Well, okay, so I'm talking about your future self. Is that what's going on? Right now you feel like you're low, that you don't have any power, you don't feel well, you're hurt. So all of that is ending now. Why am I talking to Leo's future self then? King of Coins, dedicated. Well, Spirit wants you to remain dedicated to this transformation that you're undergoing, even though it feels difficult. I'm going to have to really clarify this, I think. Tell me more about Leo's energy. Why the Sun in reverse with the Three of Swords? That's really difficult. It's really hard. And it could be like mental exhaustion. It could be physical illness. I'm not saying these are going to happen. I'm saying this is like how you are now. Okay, so take what resonates. This could be feeling blindsided with something. So let's see. What's happening here? Let it go. Yeah, you got to let something go. That's what I said, right? 8 times. Now it's time to go. 8 of Cups. Time to go. 8 times. Somebody maybe didn't understand the hurt they were causing or didn't care. It's time to let something go, and it's hard. Okay. Let what go, Spirit? Repress. Shadow work. Ooh. There's a knot you've been trying to untie maybe 8 times. What's this related to? Ace of Wands. This is feeling like disempowered in some way. Okay, I feel like you've done a lot of shadow work on this. And you've probably brought up a lot of things that have been repressed. I do feel like Spirit wants you to step into your confidence with your magic. It's so difficult when I get these messages that are so like exciting for you about what's going to happen, but whoever I'm connecting with is like not in a great place, because it's really hard to like cross that divide, right? Like, well, if I feel so low and I feel so like things just don't make sense and I'm hurt and all this, how do I just get confidence in my magic and move forward? How do we do that, Spirit? Restless, someone new. Well, we take that restless energy and become someone new. Not like that who you are now is wrong or bad, but you're becoming the cat once and for all. You're stepping into your higher self, someone new. You're going to have new authority, new confidence, something that, like, in a way that you never really experienced before. And you're not going to feel the need to go back. So if you could become someone new, and you can, what would that look like for you? Maybe you need to envision that for yourself. And again, it's not that there's anything wrong with you the way you are, but if you want to become more of yourself, what would that look like? I'm seeing intimacy here. Intimidated. Mask. Leo, do you let people in? Really let them in? Can't put my finger on it. What's bothering you? Why aren't things working? I'm seeing something here about you keeping someone at a distance, really. I don't know how you're doing it, but there's something that makes you feel a little bit worried about letting someone get too close to you. I'm also, if that's not for you, I'm also seeing that someone new could be coming along here. And there's something about this that feels off to you. They may have already said something to hurt you in some way. I would let that person go. Okay. So let's see. Ace of Swords in reverse for what you don't see coming. Well, this is a lack of clarity and a lack of truth. Could also be feeling stuck in some way mentally on something. This could be you trying to go back and change something. Let's see. 3 of Coins in reverse. Someone not giving you some kind of recognition or promise. Leo, let me tell you, whatever was promised to you or whatever you thought, like, okay, this is the path, I'm going to get this as long as I do that, and that's all going to work out, and then it didn't work out. Spirit is saying there's like, you can do it by yourself. There's like, you can create something much bigger, much better. Don't go back to that. Don't try to rework that. Don't try to change that or mend those broken relationships or whatever it is. Getting away from that downfall that happened there was your achievement. Okay, like there's something here where Spirit has a hidden door for you that they're now presenting to you. They're showing you and they're saying, be confident, Leo, walk through that door. You create what you want to create. Forget this other kind of trying to figure out other people and what their intentions are, who they really are. And they're saying things that are hurting you, but you're repressing them. And like, then you got to do the shadow work. Step into the strength energy, courage, fortitude, integrating that wild, ferocious aspect of yourself with your higher mind that says, okay, calm down, it's all right. We have the courage, we have the instincts, we have the intuition to go forward in our own way. We don't have to follow that path. I don't know who this is for and what this is about, but it feels very specific. And I feel like this energy now where Spirit's like, enough. Enough is enough with that. And if you yourself have been holding back and you've been wearing a mask because you're intimidated by some kind of intimacy, then I feel like it's because you need to boost your confidence in your own magic. So focus on that. Rather than focusing on the relationship and like, how do you open up more in the relationship? How do you open up more to your own magic? That will help you in the relationship department. Okay, that's for someone. It's not all of you. Whoa, this is a completely different energy than I was just reading on for Aries. You're bold. And something's been a real Debbie Downer here. And you've been open to it because you're compassionate and you're kind and you're thoughtful. But something's hurt you. I can see it. Okay, so your opportunity is the Queen of Cups in reverse. Let's see. What's your opportunity with the Queen of Cups in reverse? The Fool in reverse. And I don't normally work with a deck with all these, like, you know, if a reversal comes out, I'll read it. But generally, I don't like to read reversals. I don't know. I feel like the tarot has enough shadow and light in each card that you don't need it to be reversed. But there's something about this energy today where, yeah, it's reversed. Like, don't reverse. Like, you can't go back. Something is what it is, right? You can't flip the card around and make it become something. I don't know. There's something going on there. Daydream. There's a reality check here. Someone's not going to change. Somebody who's emotionally needy, selfish. New moon. And maybe it's you for some of you. Maybe this emotionally needy person that I'm talking about is you. And there's a reason why you're like that. Because you haven't met your own needs with something. You need something more. You need some more confidence here. Okay? And you're trying to change yourself out of that to become something else for another path or something. But that's just not the direction. Those emotional needs you have are there for a reason. Or for some of you, it could be someone else who's kind of making you feel stuck. Daydream, new moon, they could have all these fantasies about like how we could change things or how the future is going to be, or I'm going to, do something different, but they're not. They're not. They're codependent in some sign. Watch your Venus sign for more clarity on that, okay? Okay, Four of Swords for the challenge. Well, now I understand this. I didn't before when the cards came out. But this is healing, rest, easing your mind. Well, this is complicated, your reading. And it's frustrating a little bit too because there's such a big thing going on, like cosmically, soulfully, big opportunity here. And then the drags with some other people in your life, or being hard on yourself, it could even be. But I feel like mostly there's interfering energies. I want to read the Magician's Sword and see what Spirit says here. And then we'll continue on. Let's get a boost in the confidence here. Confidence in your magic. Nothing can stop you. The beauty you seek. When the Magician's Sword appears, you are called to cut the cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs, or to friends who are not true. With the power of the Magician's Sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon, so make sure you wield it wisely and for the greater good. Find the stuck places where you are kept tethered to a toxic person, a particular location, or a faulty thought or belief, and let the blade do its magic. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles. But don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish, look within. Use the Magician's Sword to cut through limiting beliefs, and remember that all beliefs are limiting, and focus your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need for the task at hand. You need only muster the wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. This is true. When the Magician's Sword appears, it is time to get moving. This is not a tool for contemplation. That's why I was saying, like, let it go, the shadow work right now, For gazing at the finely polished edge, it is an instrument calling for decisive action. And remember, the sword is alive with wisdom you can summon to help you find the best course of action. Do not hesitate, act. And you may be like, I don't know what to do. That's okay. As long as you have somewhat of a vision, somewhat of a feeling, somewhat of an urge in your mind of what could be next, of who you could become, you have other forces and powers working alongside you to make that happen. Okay, there's some kind of distraction stuff going on here, which is important to you, whatever's happening, but don't let it define what comes next for you, because what can come next for you is huge. Okay, well, let's see. What can come next for Leo? Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing, me talks, repairing the mind, body, spirit. And then we have falling angels, spiritual narcolepsy. So here's the risk here. You could fall asleep to this calling. I'm hearing to Pluto's calling. Interesting. Okay, maybe you're working Pluto lately. to Pluto's calling for transformation and regaining control over your destiny. Okay, there's some kind of controlling, codependent, weird energy here that's either your own or someone else's that you either need to listen to because it's telling you, I need you, Leo. I need you to recognize what I need, and I'm not getting what I need, so this is why I'm acting needy. Okay? And you need to listen to that part of yourself and give yourself what you need. Or release whoever this is. Cut the cords, me talks, cleanse it, clear it, get it out of there. Stop letting it interfere with your fortune's wheel. Am I yelling at you? I'm sorry, Leo. I feel like it. Okay, the challenge. 4 of Swords, 5 of Cups in reverse. Do not despair, Leo. You could really be trying to push something away in your mind. Challenge, Spirit. Shine your light. Do not take a step back into the dark. Don't let something deter you, beat you down, make you feel like crap. No, shine your life. Shine your life. Okay, shine your life. Shine your light. Get out there. Do the damn thing. The door's there. The door is there, okay? Mask. Maybe this is like a faith it until you make it situation. Let's see. Ooh, apology. Oh no, what's this now? Intimidated. You feel like, for someone here, you could feel like you need to apologize in order to go through a certain door. I don't know, that feels like, no. What's going on? Seeing come back, constantly shifting. There's somebody in your energy, like some kind of relationship or friend situation here. There's something about it that's not right. It's not sitting well with you. Okay? And what's the guidance here for this? For this person? King of Coins. The Magician. And the 9 of Wands. And on the 9 of Wands says dazed and confused. This is what's creating the confusion. Every time this person shows up, or you think about their energy, or they interject in some way, you know, they become a sorcerer, a magician, enacting some kind of control over your thoughts or your feelings. Don't let them. King of Coins. Stay firm. Stay solid. You're the one who gets to decide who you are and what your magic is and what it's guided by. Persist past this person. I don't know, Leo. You're much stronger in your capabilities than whatever interference this person is presenting to you. Take that ruthlessness, that conviction you have to keep going forward, to not let this pull you down or make you go back to sleep or create clouds on a sunny day. You determine the clouds. You know, clouds in the tarot represent the mind, sometimes confusion. Every time in the Rider-Waite we see like a gray sky with clouds, you know, think about the 5 swords. No, you take your magician's sword, clear those confusing thoughts, those clouds that somebody's creating right out of the sky so the sun can shine. Because you're growing. I'm hearing you're growing, baby. Ace of Coins. And now I'm getting a little mad at this person. Okay. Page of Swords in reverse for your guidance. Pay them no mind. Okay. This person could create like mysteries that aren't really there. You know, how do I say that? This is silly. This is like somebody who leads you to believe that there's more to something, more to how they feel, more to what they're saying. Like they're not being upfront. Maybe they're being passive aggressive. And so you're like, well, I need to ask more questions or find out, blah, blah. But it's just nothing really there. That's for some of you. They're trying to captivate you and trance you into finding out more. This could also be in a work situation. It's like you don't know what you're supposed to do and someone's not telling you because they themselves don't know. That's the truth. You know, it's not that you need to discover what to do. It's that nobody knows what to do. So you need to create it. Something like that. Okay, so let's see. Some of you may be, you know, checking up on something or someone. Stop. Just straight up. Two of Swords. Decisions. You have all the information you need to make the decision about what to do next. You don't need any more information. Be confident in what you know. You got the whole story. Okay, let's get some more from here. This is a shorter reading because it took a turn. Bad vibes. Yeah, let's get rid of them. Tough. I know it's hard. Honesty and self-control. You may want to come out and try to incite the truth out of someone by saying exactly what you think or feel. I don't really see that working. I also think that holding back on engaging with someone who's actively manipulative or just off in some way is the best thing to do. I would not get involved. I feel like we need some stronger guidance here about what to do. Twins, self-protection. Okay, there you are. There's someone who has another side to them. And again, it could be yourself, okay? There's self-protection. Let's just take it as someone else, though, because I feel mainly it is that. Protect yourself from this energy, okay? Create a boundary. Do not disturb, you know, block, whatever you got to do. Don't take in their words as seriously as... Don't read into, Page of Swords in reverse. Don't read between the lines. Don't read into their words. There's nothing there. And I'm not saying they don't have any kind of weird intentions. I'm saying that the truth, the honesty you're looking for won't come. It's a rabbit hole. Okay? And there's so much more for you than that. Than going down the rabbit hole with the Queen of Cups in reverse. The outcome. Seven of Swords in reverse. I did not expect this reading to go this way. Seven of Swords in reverse for the outcome. You're not going to be tricked. You're not going to be deceived. That's it. That's the end of that. You're fully become the cat. You're never going back to that. So let's see. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords as the outcome. I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extended, we're going to go a layer deeper. We're going to see what else is underneath all of this. Tends to get more specific because there's less of you there. If you're interested in that, there's a link in the description box below. If you don't like that idea, if you're like, oh my gosh, that's the Seven of Swords, that there's an extended. I can see that, but it's not that. Trust that Spirit already knew that and gave you that you wouldn't go to an extended and gave you all of the information that you personally needed right here. Seven of Swords for the outcome. No more lies, no more deception. Page of Coins in reverse. And no more trying to learn about it either. Who is this person really? What are they up to? How can I figure them out? What has been kept for me? What do I need to do to get through this barrier they've put up? No, none of that. That's the outcome. Leo says no more. Not doing that. Maybe you gave this person 8 chances or this industry or whatever it is. 9 lives. Yeah. Boom. Thank you, Spirit. Last card, outcome, Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. You're in control, Leo. Never forget that. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.